Hello guys, I wanted to take the time to show you the new 4th edition of Apologia is Exploring Creation with Physical Science, which you can count for high school credit. This is for 8th and 9th graders, and it would be considered like an integrated chemistry and physics course. And we actually purchase the superset, which includes what you won't see here, the streaming video lessons and experiments, and also the MP3 audiobook download. So the entire textbook will be in audio, which is so helpful, especially for your student to also know how to pronounce words and things like that in regards to science properly. So then physically what we got here, we have the textbook, the student notebook, the course guide and answer key, and the tests. So I am going to flip through this to kind of show you guys how this works and what it looks like on the inside. So it looks like it is a soft cover. And here we are at the table of contents. This is a 15 module course. And at the end of each module, there is a test that your students will take. But it actually, what's really nice about this course is that there are different ways they prompt your student to study for the exam, which is very helpful and prepares them to get used to doing that, especially if your child is going to be college bound. Or what I really love about this is the middle school courses really prepare your student for the high school level lab courses. And we actually did purchase a science lab kit, which I love to purchase the science lab kits from Nature's Workshop Plus. They put those in different bags by module, and it's just so helpful that I don't have to worry about what I need to get. All I need to have, they give you a list of like some perishable items and also some like pots and pans, or if you need water, things like that you do find around the house. And here you'll see is the first experiment, which it lays it out. And I feel like Apologia really does a great job at teaching your child how to follow experiments and write a lab report, which is very helpful, again, if they're planning on going into college. And another thing I really like is how they have it laid out, especially like some of the vocabulary words. They have them in blue inside the text, but then they also have the definition here so they can write that down and take notes. And if you start your child out at the middle school level sciences with Apologia, they really teach them well how to take proper notes, which again prepares them for those high school level science courses that they will need to take. And they have really good examples. You're going to be running into some math in this, but as you can see, it really walks them through step by step on these examples so they know what they are doing. And then there's the on your own questions that they answer. Multiple experiments. Let's see if I can get through. And then here towards the end of the first module, they have the answers to the on your own question. So they actually prompt your child to go to this page and correct their on your own question so they can see whether or not they got the answer right. And if they got it wrong, then they know what the correct answer is. And then also another thing too is they have a study guide for each module. And so this helps prepare them for the test and is another way for them to study. So I'll flip through this some more so you guys can have an idea of what this looks like. We're in module 2 because you'll see over here, what's nice is they have each of the pages kind of like a little tab that's colored so you know if you're in the correct module. And there's, again, 15 modules in this. So let's kind of go halfway through module 9. So it's very colorful, lots of pictures. Things are laid out well. So it's done very well, and it's not too wordy. And I love all of the charts that they have in here as well. So then we'll kind of flip towards the end. So here's some of module 14. And then there's even a glossary back here in the back. And they even have appendix back here, a supply list on here by module and experiment. So if you don't get a lab kit, then you can do that. And then they even have the index back here. So that is the textbook. And here is the student notebook. So it's not terrible thick. And I like this type of coil binding. And then I'll flip through here. So this here is the daily schedule, and it looks like it is 24 weeks, 4 times a week. So this is very doable. So each week spans across both pages, and it tells them step by step what they need to do. So when they complete all of this, then they just check it off, and it even has on here when you need to do an experiment, and even for studying for the test and module test. So I'll let you take a look at this to see what's expected. And see, so 34 weeks, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see 4 days for 34 weeks. So this is not have to be done every day, but if it takes your child longer to get it done, then you can break it up over those days. So then here it even has at the beginning of each one, it has the module and what you do, and it's broken down here where they can check it off. It tells them what pages to read, about taking notes and doing the on your own questions, and they check those answers, and then it prompts them to check off what they when they've completed all of this in the front. And then also it has a great chart here for grades, and so they can do that. So you can see the on your own questions here, and they have it really set up nice so they can learn how to take notes. And again, here they have it by module up here. And then towards the back here, I have it tabbed here, is your lab section. So this is where all of the experiments are done, and they really walk them through the proper setup for the proper way to do an experiment. And at the end of each module, they will actually write up a lab report, which is the formal lab report, and they are taught how to do this. So they're taking one of those other labs and they're writing a formal lab report for a grade. And all of this that you would take grades, it shows you how to do that. So I can show you in the next part. This is the lab section. Okay. So then I can show you the course guide and answer key. So this is set up for, this is a little bit different than their general science that we did. So this one is a lot thicker than the general science because they added more things in here. So they have the table of contents, a quick start guide, the course guide, which I've read through this. And it talks about the grading record chart, the research project for grading rubric here, the lab report checklist, and then the lab report grading rubric. This is very helpful for grading those lab reports they're doing. The regular lab report form and the formal lab report form. So it gives you a really good layout on how to actually give grades for this. And we are, again, my oldest is in 8th grade, and we are going to be using this for high school credit. So again, it has all the things that you'll need. And here it shows you the on your own questions. So there's the answers in here again for that, which is really nice. So they can, if they need help with something, you can just pull this out instead of the textbook. And then there's the student notebook, note-taking prompts, which this is new. All of this is new, where you have all of the answers. So this is really nice that they have here, so you know what is expected, or if they leave something blank or they have a question about something, you have this resource to help your child. And again, at the top here, it has the tabs. And so here's the answers for the test. And so every module is set up this way. So I really like how they've made this change with this new addition here. And it goes through all 15 modules. And then here is the test booklet. So this is what your student would take their tests with. So it has each of the tests in here. So it looks like they didn't put the study guide in here. The study guide would be just in their student notebook. So there you go. So again, this is the 4th edition of Apologia's Exploring Creation with Physical Science. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick flip through, since this is a brand new edition that just came out a few months ago. If you have any more questions about it, just go ahead and make a comment, and I will get back with you as soon as I can. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.